Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be going over some brand new comments by the Rockstar Games CEO about GTA 6 that he made on a recent interview with CNBC. Now, it's pretty rare for the Take-Two Interactive CEO, which is the parent company of Rockstar Games, to go out and do any kind of public interviews. Usually he only does interviews a couple of times per year, and also closer to whenever they have a major game release. Now, Strauss Zelnick went on a recent interview with CNBC and divulged a ton of information about the upcoming release of GTA 6 that we're going to be discussing in today's video. So we got a ton of really exciting information to discuss today, but first off, make sure to drop a like rating on this video to show your support, as well as subscribe down below for more daily videos just like this. But first off, here is today's shoutout of the day, and right fast into the actual video. Now, today's shoutout goes to a really awesome YouTube channel known as TripSitter. Now, TripSitter uploads all sorts of really interesting and completely unique AI-generated videos. Now, there's been a lot of advancement in AI over the past year, mainly including text and images, but video takes it to a completely new level. In one of their new videos, they have a special message from Chuck Norris, which is completely AI generated from beginning to end. It's really fascinating stuff and extremely interesting to watch, so go ahead and click the first link in the description down below to check out TripSitter on YouTube, subscribe to their channel for some really awesome AI generated videos, and while you're watching the video, go ahead and leave your favorite Chuck Norris joke in the comments, or feel free to suggest other video topics that you think they should try generating with AI. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Now, as we all know by now, Rockstar Games is an incredibly secret company that goes out of their way to hide things as much as possible from the public. Now, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, which is the parent company of Rockstar Games, recently had an interview a couple of days ago where he was asked many questions about GTA 6 on CNBC, and he actually gave some really interesting information that I'd like to discuss today. So these quotes are the latest publicly available information coming directly from Rockstar about GTA 6 and what they've been working on for the past couple of years. To start things off, one of the things that Take-Two Interactive announced recently, and that was quantified yet again by the CEO, is that they are expecting a major revenue increase mid next year in 2024. Take-Two Interactive claims that they can hit over $8 billion in revenue, which is actually a considerable increase over what they made last year in 2023. Now, in the past, whenever Take-Two Interactive has suggested that they are expecting a major revenue increase, that usually meant that a new game was releasing during that time span. The same thing happened for Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5, and the other games before them, and I believe that the same thing will happen with GTA 6. Now, as always, especially with Rockstar Games and the gaming industry in general, dates and estimates are always subject to change, so just keep that in mind whenever you're considering if the game will actually release mid next year. He also gave a few more speculative comments, including saying, quote, "We said we're working on the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto, but Rockstar haven't announced a release date yet." He also added an interesting quote that says, quote, "Just seek perfection, seek nothing short of perfection, and we'll get there." So definitely quite an ambitious goal there, and as we know, Rockstar Games is one of the few game publishers and developers that really goes out of their way to perfect every single detail in their games, and I'm sure that GTA 6 is going to be no different. Now, on top of that, Strauss Zelnick had a longer quote which I found really interesting, and I'd like to share it with you right now. He said, quote, "A challenge that the folks that Rockstar face every time there is a new iteration of Grand Theft Auto, it needs to be something that you've never seen before on one hand, and it needs to reflect the feeling that we have about Grand Theft Auto." Now, I totally have to agree here, and I think that the stakes are even higher with GTA 6 because of the big success of GTA Online with GTA 5. This was Rockstar's first major online success, so with GTA 6, they're going to have to find ways to make the experience feel familiar enough to really capitalize on what they perfected in GTA 5 Online, but also build on top of it and improve everything else around it. And on top of that, to make things even more difficult, GTA 6 is of course set in modern day, which makes developing a story a lot more difficult because you are also at mercy of current events that may occur. So those are the main updates that came out of that CNBC interview with Strauss-Zelnick. Now, as I mentioned earlier, he really only does these maybe once or twice a year, so it's very rare to see him on television, but hopefully we do see him more often after the reveal of GTA 6, hopefully later this year. Now, if you have a few extra minutes today, I definitely recommend clicking the link in the description down below to check out the full video interview on CNBC. Of course, I'm unable to re-upload that interview on this channel. I'm only able to talk about it, so if you want to see it for yourself and hear his voice, go ahead and click the link in the description down below to check that out. There's a lot of really interesting information discussed, including Grand Theft Auto 6, AI, and also all things finances about the company. But I definitely want to hear from all of you in those comments down below. If you had to ask the Rockstar Games CEO one question right now, what would it be? Myself personally, I wouldn't ask anything generic about when GTA 6 is coming or anything like that. I personally would ask him what has been the biggest challenge about developing GTA 6. Now, it has been reported that GTA 6 was supposed to come out several years ago, however Rockstar has faced many challenges and uphill battles along the way of developing the game, and I'm really curious to hear what those have been. But let me know what you would ask him in those comments down below. But either way, if you enjoyed today's video and you'd like staying updated on the latest news surrounding GTA 6 and the GTA series in general, let me know by dropping a like rating on this video, and also subscribe down below if you haven't already with notifications on so as notified whenever I upload a brand new video. But either way, thank you again so much for tuning in today, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow within a video just like this. But until then, have an awesome day, I'll be sure to talk to you guys then.